It's a bit different from traditional embroidery, and I think you're really going to enjoy learning this technique. I've already fixed my beige fabric nice and taut in my 8-inch hoop. Now I'm placing the printed pattern on my thin LED light pad, then positioning my fabric on top and carefully tracing the flower outline using my black heat erasable pen. You'll need a printed flower pattern. You can download the one I'm using from the link below. Once the outline is transferred, the next step is a little different. We're going to carefully cut out some of the petal shapes using our sharp scissors. Take your time when cutting to ensure clean and precise edges. Sharp scissors are key for this step. I've cut out 6 distinct petal shapes from the fabric, leaving the outer outline intact. Now let's thread our needle with 4 strands of the shaded light cream floss. We'll start creating little bridges across the open spaces of the cut-out petals. Stitch parallel lines of straight stitches, spanning across the gap from one side of the cut edge to the other. These bridges will provide support and a base for our later weaving. To help keep the cut edges neat and prevent fraying, I'm adding a tiny bit of fabric glue to the back of the hoop along the edges of the cuts. The combination of open spaces and intricate stitching creates such a delicate and airy feel. Once all the bridging lines are stitched, we're going to weave along the edges of these petals using the same shaded light cream floss. Using your needle, weave under and over the straight stitches, following the curve of the cut edge. This creates a beautiful, almost corded outline around the open spaces. Now for a pop of color and extra texture, I'm switching to the pink floss, and this time I'm using just a single strand. To further define those bridging lines and add another layer of texture, I'm now stitching blanket stitches over them using the same single strand of pink floss. As you weave, it's really important not to pull your thread too tight. This creates a neat and decorative finish to those supporting stitches. This technique is so unique and creates such a different look from traditional embroidery. It's a fantastic way to add an artistic and airy touch to your garments and other fabric projects. Again, remember to keep your tension gentle and use a good length of thread for smoother weaving. You can use a temporary stabilizer on the back of your fabric for extra support during stitching and cutting. Now let's move to the 5 small petals in the center of the flower. For these, I'm using the same beige shaded floss and the rosette chain stitch. The rosette chain stitch creates a lovely, slightly textured and looped line that's perfect for outlining and filling these smaller petals. Firm fabrics like linen or closely woven cotton work best for cutwork as they hold their shape well. Finally, for the very center of the flower, I'm using brown embroidery floss and the satin stitch. Experiment with cutting out different shapes and sizes within your design. This technique looks beautiful on collars, cuffs, placemats, doilies, and even as a decorative element on bags.